27 one way, 30-27 the other way with somebody in the middle. But again, it goes back to what was the judge seeing and looking for at each round.
And I'm going to keep beating the dead horse, guys. Output, output, output. It's hard to argue that third round, he was moving forward.
So if you're thinking about signing up for an amateur boxing fight and you're listening to Todd, good cardio, come in, throw as many punches as you can, make it through all 3 rounds, and you should do pretty well.
That'll carry you further than you might expect. But it's also easier said than done.
Absolutely.
You know, anybody who's watching this and thinks that it is easy, go ahead and put some gloves on and punch a heavy bag as fast and as hard as you can for 3 minutes straight, and then we'll talk again.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, Taflan.
Now, I am very excited for this fight. Josh has some good boxing experience. Jesse, this is going to be his first boxing match, but he does have an MMA fight, and he won that very dominantly.
I'm always excited to see MMA guys get in the boxing ring, gain
The
some
following
experience.
contest takes place in the heavyweight division, and it is brought to you by Machine. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet, 4 inches tall, weighing in an even 230 pounds. He brings a 1-0 mixed martial arts campaign. Representing Boards Boxing in Steubenville, Ohio, please welcome Jesse Beckwith. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 6'3", weighing in at 236 pounds. He brings an amateur record, 5 wins, 1 defeat, and he is a wheeling tough man champion. Representing the Bullpen Fight Club in Wheeling, West Virginia, please welcome Josh the Terminator Taflan.
Looks like we're setting up for another great fight in the heavyweight division. Josh is someone else that I had a chance to speak with yesterday at the weigh-ins. He described his style as fairly heavy-handed, but also classic boxing style. Probably not going to see a lot of stance switching out of him. And his best weapon is going to be his jab. So let's see if he can start to put that to good use against someone that does have an inch in height on him. Taflan moving forward.
Both guys trying to establish a jab early.
Looks to me like both guys already have some respect for the power the other one has. Good foot movement from both guys, moving around basically the entire ring already. Looks like Beckwith has good eyes. He's seeing the shots coming. There's a good jab from Taflan.
Good movement here.
I would like to see Taflan maybe cut the ring off a little bit. Whoa, that was a nice shot to the body from Taflan.
That jab was there.
Oof. And a right hand and a left hook.
He's landing a lot of punches all of a sudden.
Yeah, it looks like he might have found his range. This is where I'd like to see him step into the right, taking the center, starting to cut Beckwith into the corner.
That's the end of round one. We're going to cut to Coach Dell with the winner of our last bout.
See, that's what I'm saying. He is just such a pleasant guy to speak with. Very good energy, and that's just something that you love to have in this game, you know? A lot of respect being shown across all of the fights between both corners.
You know, I remember him as being like a rapper back in his teenage years. He would post videos on YouTube. You know, I don't know if he still does the music or not, but pretty diverse set of interests, combat sports, music, but you know, it's good to be well-rounded in life.
All right, both of these heavyweights punching with consequence. See, Beckwith had him turned on the ropes there and did not pressure forward. I would have liked to have seen him move forward. Got a little bit of blood on his left glove. Not sure who that's coming from.
Again, Mike Napple calling for numbers. He wants activity.
Yeah, Mike knows the name of the game. I mean, at heavyweight, you definitely would expect the output to be a little bit lower than some of your lighter weight classes, but you absolutely just have to keep working. Especially, you know, Josh's best punch being his jab. I would expect to see him using it a little bit more. Beckwith sticking with a couple good jabs in a row.
He's getting behind it.
Do you think Beckwith's height is posing a problem for him? Finding range with that jab?
I think it is. He's having, like, Josh is trying to get on the, you see, he's trying to press, he's trying to get on the inside, but Beckwith is just, he's just picking and prodding. And a good stiff jab. And Josh is just kind of wading in there.
Taflan has had his nose bloodied. Fairly tight round. Todd, who would you give that one to?
I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to Beckwith on that one. His jab looked good. He was moving around. It looks like Taflan's getting a little flustered trying to get on the inside there. I mean, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say both fighters with experienced corners looking like they're getting some good coaching in there.
If I'm Beckwith's corner, I'm telling him, get behind the jab, get on your bike, keep circling, keep turning the ring, double, maybe even triple up that jab. Just stick. I'm going quite the opposite of Taflan's corner. He's got to get on the inside of that, and he's got to land a shot.
Yeah, it did look like he had Beckwith stung a couple times in the first round, but I think Beckwith stormed back in that second round.
He jabbed his way back in.
Ooh, nice right hand, left hook, and another.
He found that. He's finding his range.
Absolutely.
He's finding his range.
Another good right hand for Beckwith. Both guys coming into this fight clearly well trained, not slowing down.
Yeah, conditioning doesn't look to be a problem with either of them already.
There it is.
That felt like it was pure heart, staying in the pocket, not willing to lose this fight in front of his hometown crowd.
The second he got that fight in the phone booth, it changed. That's where he's got to put it. But although he turned, if I'm Beckwith's corner, I'm screaming, get behind the jab and get away from him.
But Beckwith standing right there in front of him, swinging. Looks like Beckwith's bleeding under his right eye and out of his nose.
Yeah, both these guys bloodied up.
Ooh, good uppercut from Taflan.
Todd, are you excited? There's that uppercut.
There was that uppercut. That head dipped down for a split second. I looked right over at you as soon as it happened.
Yep. So the theme of the night, output and uppercuts.
Which is funny because that's not the most common punch that you see in boxing. But again, it really comes down to the level that we're watching and some of these mistakes that the amateurs are prone to making of leaning forward over their lead foot.
And it just keeps presenting itself over and over. Wow, what a finish to this fight.
What a fight.
All right, while we wait for the judges to tally up their scorecards, we got Coach Dell with event sponsor Ohio Valley Barbell and Justin Dela Cruz.
All right, guys, thank you. Here with Justin Dela Cruz, owner of Ohio Valley Barbell and one of our major sponsors. Justin, thank you.
Early. So I was totally different that we poured it, sell out, and come in and just, it's great. I love it. I love everything about it.
Well, we appreciate you being a great sponsor. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, send it back.
Hey, thanks, Coach Dell. Thanks, Ohio Barbell. We are back to the ring with Dave to announce the winner of this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecards where we have a split decision. Judge 1 scores the bout 29-28 red. Judge 3 scores the bout 29-28 blue. And Judge 2 scores the bout 30-27 for your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, Josh Taflan.
Well, that was a great scrap and wonderful show of respect between both fighters and both corners.
Those guys left it all out there. I mean, both guys bloodied. Both guys went after it. A lot of respect between the corners. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Like, you go out, you fight, respect to the other guy. The other guy went through the training camp just like you did.
And the only reason you got the fight is because he stepped in the ring with you.
Absolutely.